Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are all probably aware of the Apu Trilogy directed by legendary film director from Bengal, Satyajit Ray. The Apu Trilogy comprises 3 movies, one Pather Panchali, second Aparajito, and third Apur Songshar. In this video of mine, I am going to just discuss and highlight few of the aspects related to Apu Trilogy, which is my personal observation based on the study of Ray's works, his writings. For those who are very well aware, very well conversant with Satyajit Ray, this might be a very insignificant observation for all of them. But for the benefit of a greater number of people who are not aware of Ray's works to that extent and may not have got the opportunity to understand and dissect his works, this video is basically meant for them. In this video of mine, I am going to highlight, I am going to focus on, I am going to speak about around 3 to 4 aspects related to the Apu Trilogy. By the way, those who have seen the movie, it's very fine, but as far as those who might not have seen the movie or not all the movie of the trilogy, this is basically about a boy Apurbo Ray. And the trilogy basically sees his growth from an infant to a man who himself becomes a father, and at the end of this cinematic trilogy one gets to find the father getting united with his son Kajol. Now coming to the aspects to be discussed in this video, first and foremost aspect is from book to celluloid adaptation. The Apu Trilogy is based on 2 famous novels of Bibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay. The first one being Pather Panchali and the second one being Aparajito. And the third in the cinematic trilogy, which is Apur Songshar, is basically an offshoot of Aparajito only. Now, as far as the books are concerned, they run into number of pages. We do understand that when it comes to making films on novels, there might be a novel which is for 400 to 600 pages and maybe having some 100, 150, 200, 350 characters. But when you are making a movie, you need to condense them into a 2-hour or max to max 2.5 hour movie. And thereby you have to get rid of number of characters who may be insignificant, and also you have to cut down on lot of various aspects, lot of various events that may have been discussed in the book, because you have to keep it relevant, you have to keep it entertaining, you cannot bore the public. And you therefore, as a filmmaker, you have to choose a theme. From the novel, you have to choose those aspects, those connecting aspects that will make the film an endearing one, a memorable one, a durable one, and that will appeal to the public at large. So over here, what we find is, if it is Pather Panchali, the one dominant idea that was kept alive from the book as far as the cinematic adaptation was concerned was the nature, nature playing a very very big role, the various changes that occur, the seasonal changes that occur, and a family that stays in a village, the village life, the seasons, the change of seasons, what sort of changes they bring about, those things have been very very clearly highlighted in the movie Pather Panchali. If we look at Aparajito, Aparajito had probably over 200 250 characters which have been simply get deleted by Ray while making the movie Aparajito. He has further concentrated on one particular aspect of Aparajito, which has been the mother son relationship, and he has gone about dissecting that particular relationship while making the movie, and also added his own flavor to make it more appealing as far as the public is concerned. The next aspect that I am going to discuss over here is the picturization or the cinematic portrayal. Now, if we look at Pather Panchali, we all will be remembering, those of us who have seen the movie, some of the very very iconic scenes. One of the iconic scenes happens to be the passing of the steam engine and the cash flourish, and Apu and Durga are running to see the steam engine. That is what is the beauty and the genius aspect of picturization. When the movie's climax is reached after Durga expires, one finds that the family leaves the house once their rural dwelling and moves to a different location. Now, Ray could have very well shown just an empty house, but when he shows a snake getting into the house, that could have been the ultimate way to picturize that the house has been deserted by the family. Coming to the next aspect is about identifying acting talents for his movie. In this case, the Apu Trilogy. When I am speaking about the Apu Trilogy, let's speak about Apu. How did Ray get to find Apu? It was not through the standard auditions which happened. Rather, he always loved to find the characters for his movie from among the public, from among various events, from locations where he was mingling with the common man. So Apu was probably spotted by Bijoya Rai, his wife, and the character or the person who played Apu was playing on the terrace of a nearby house, and she spotted him. She called Ray. Ray saw the child and felt, yes, this child can be the Apu for his film. As far as the various other characters in his movies were concerned, they were mainly people whom he knew from among his friend circle, and they were not actually professional actors, so to say. Ray had no allergy, so to say, against professional actors, but he had correctly identified that many times professional actors throw their weight around, and that often spoils the show. So he wanted characters for his movie and not stars. So those who will be able to mingle with the movie, mingle with its script, and be one of the characters that the movie is portraying in a very convincing manner. That is what Ray looked at. And that's the reason why many a times we have found that Ray has gone for totally non-professional actors, or at least has gone for actors who made their debut in his movie. They were no one when they made their debut, and later on they went to scale greater heights as actors. Case in point is Soumitra Chattopadhyay. So it was Soumitra Chattopadhyay's debut movie as far as Apur Songshar was concerned. And then he went on to become a huge star. So identifying acting talents, even if I as I speak about Soumitra Chattopadhyay, the actor had actually met uh, Satyajit Ray while Aparajito was about to be filmed, and he felt that Soumitra was a little elder compared to the character, although he liked Soumitra, but he could not and he did not offer that role at that point of time because he had a vision in his mind regarding how that character will look in his movie, and Soumitra did not fit into that role at that point of time. But he remembered him, and when he actually thought of making Apur Songshar, he did call up Soumitra and offered him that role. So that is the genius of the filmmaker. Lastly, I will be discussing on a very important aspect, a very basic aspect of great filmmaking, which is uniqueness yet universal. So when we look at the Ray movies, including Apu Trilogy, we find there is a great deal of uniqueness in his movie. Uniqueness in the sense they are Indian, they are Bengali, they are absolutely connected to the roots from where the stories have emanated, from where the filmmaker has emanated. So he has been absolutely spot on in capturing the Bengali culture, the Bengali sentiments, the Bengali people in his movie. But see the genius of the craftsman that when he has picturized those movies, the dominant motive, the dominant sentiments that have gone into those movies, they have been universal in nature, because of which they have been so well accepted, so much loved by people around the world. So the genuinity with which the characters have convincingly played their roles, the emotions that have been displayed, whether that is of happiness or sadness, poverty, pain, loss, reunion. If we look at the last movie of the trilogy, which is Opur Songshar, finally the movie ends with a high note of optimism when Oppu is taking Kajol back with him, and he is very happy. His son is happy, the father is happy, the father and son have united, and they are really looking forward to better times ahead after a lot of loss and pain in their lives. So that is what is that universal sentiment. The people around the world could connect with that movie. They felt in love with the movie. They felt the pain that the characters exhibited at a certain point of time in the movie. And that is what marvelous film craftsman is all about. So, viewers, I hope that this personal observation on the Opus trilogy made some sense to you, and you really felt that there has been some amount of input which has been shared with me. In case you have certain comments to offer, or you have certain additional aspects to the Opus trilogy to offer in terms of your own observations, please do comment, please do share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.